The Sad Story of Riziki Cherono. Wife who hired hitmen to kill her husband for refusing to buy her a car. As Kenyans enjoyed the Friday night of June 4, 2021 at different spots in the country, for one Mr Herman Rowuenhourst-a Dutch millionaire living in Shanzu, this night would be the last he'd enjoy the coastal breeze. Unaware of the danger that awaited him back at the place he called home, Herman drove back to Roco Apartments after a busy day of ensuring the nightclubs he owned across the coast were ready for the weekend. Not knowing that he was driving right into the arms of killers contracted by his wife because he had refused to buy her a car and wanted to divorce her. Something that Ms Riziki Cherono vowed would happen over her dead body. But how did they get here? Well, here's the gist. Herman Rowuenhourst was a Dutch tycoon who first came to Kenya as a tourist. Born and raised in Apeldoorn, Netherlands, he had grown to be a rich businessman who, together with his brother William, had earned millions from a company they owned called Hout Handel that dealt in timber construction. Passionate and skillful in this trade, the two brothers became the most sought constructors in Apeldoorn for their excellent work, earning themselves a fortune that helped them raise their families while also taking vacations like the one Herman took in 2006 to the coastal city of Mombasa. Like most tourists who come here, Herman only looked forward to an excellent holiday. But on arrival, the beauty of the white sandy beaches, tasty delicacies, and quality of life, especially being a fishing enthusiast, quickly made him to fall in love with Kenya to a point he fancied living here after retirement. This love was catalyzed when he met the second love of his life, Ms Riziki Cherono, during one of his night out at a joint in Mombasa. Riziki was a young beautiful babe who had left her hometown of Eldoret after school in search of better life in Mombasa. However, while at the coast, she had failed to secure any meaningful employment like she had fancied while leaving home, forcing her to resort to what most ladies in Mombasa do: baiting rich men in joints. A tread that led her straight into the Dutch arms of Herman, who was smitten by her African beauty. By all standards, she was the real definition of an African queen, and for that sole reason, mans fell head over heels for her, quickly turning a one-night stand into a full-blown relationship after he got Riziki pregnant and requested her to keep the baby since he wanted to make things official. Riziki doubted this because he was a tourist, but when he started posting her with the caption, "My wife," her doubts lessened a bit, only to be completely quashed when he traveled back to Netherlands and sold his company shares plus property to his brother. This way he got money to start a new life in Mombasa. And without wasting time traveled back here to his young family that was waiting for him. This was after Riziki welcomed their first bundle of joy, a baby girl, earlier in the year 2007. Once in Mombasa, Herman got them an apartment at the posh Roco Apartments in Shanzu and later invested his money in the entertainment industry by opening up nightclubs in Mombasa and Kilifi. This way he secured himself a source of livelihood, which in turn allowed him to enjoy his retirement deep in the Indian Ocean fishing big ones without an ounce worry of how he'd support his family. The only thing that worried him was more property investments. As for Riziki Cherono, her only worry was raising their children, who were now 2 after she was blessed with a baby boy in 2012. Moreover, she also helped in managing the club's logistics, creating a powerful partnership of the Rowuenhoursts, who now lived and worked together in perfect union. Lakini, because the devil doesn't sleep, their marriage was also marred with downs, and as much as they enjoyed it, downs that were mostly cause of mistrust. Since both were active social drinkers, whereby Herman occasionally accused Riziki of cheating during her out-ins, something that she vehemently denied and felt disrespected by. However, she also let things slide because, as Jay-Z said, nobody wins when the family feuds. But since everyone has got a limit to everything, her limit was capped when she asked him to buy her a car for easy mobility around town, and he refused. Reason being was that she didn't need it cause he was going to divorce her. Something that angered Riziki even more, but since he had not made true his threats, she again let it slide, only to be bombarded by the truth when he bought himself a fishing boat worth 5 million Kenyan shillings. That account to her confirmed his intention to divorce her, because clearly it was not the lack of cash that stopped him from buying her a car, but rather his intention to divorce her. This led her to the darkest part of her mind, which came up with a sinister plan. The plan to end Herman. First person she called was her bestie Mary Nikisa, who was previously a manager at one of their clubs, and told her, "Babe gal, I'm coming at your place. I've got something for you." Once she arrived, Riziki pulled out a Jameson bottle, and after downing some shots, she opened her heart to Mary. "Babes, I want Herman dead. Do you know someone who can do a clean job?" The day was May 1, 2021. When Riziki told Mary about her intentions to end Herman, Mary was shocked. However, Riziki's silver tongue managed to convince her how she wasn't enjoying the fruits of their marriage, which roped Mary into the plan. 'Cause what are friends for? After a few more shots, Mary suggested that she knew someone who could do the job. This person was none other than 22 years old Timothy Omandi aka Rashid, a well-known Bamburi goon who when contacted said, "Kazi rahisi mwanangu," meaning that's an easy job. 3 days later, the three met at their favorite joint at Pirates Beach to fine-tune their plan while downing some cold beers. Part 2 loading shortly.